All right, that's a bit of a high pressure start to get the pitch right, isn't it? I'm Claire Orange. I'm the co-founder and CEO of DigiSocial. I want to start by asking a whole bunch of questions. So I want to know who here learned one of their practical life skills, like maybe throwing a frisbee. At this point, Mike, this is where you do it. Or juggling, maybe riding a bike, driving your car, simply by filling in a worksheet. Anyone? What about learning that same sort of skill set by listening to an expert guest speaker telling you all about it? Anyone? Did you know that here in Australia, 30% of our 5-year-olds own their own data-enabled devices? That by the age of 12, 80% of our children have 2 or more social media accounts? Did you know that by the age of 8, the average Australian child has spent 30% of their waking time on a screen? Did you know that suicide is a leading cause of childhood death in Australia by a factor of 4? And did you know that 1/4 of those deaths is due to cyberbullying? So on that slide, I think it's every adult in this room should be duly horrified by those statistics. So why is it that in the highest need for our children, in this high-risk environment, we have no involve me approach to their cyber education? Why is it that as we prepare and protect our children for their life in that cyber world, we don't have an immersive or safe container for them to learn their skills before they're on that big, unregulated and often dangerous online playground? So our solution is DigiSocial. It's a custom-built, school-secured, social media training platform for our Year 5 and 6 students. It teaches them while they play. The home, school and children's platform interact because we want to empower the whole village that's raising our children. So the educator's platform has full visibility to what the children are posting and to the metrics, and the parents' platform has 50 brief animated videos that cover all aspects of their own and their children's online lives. The student platform looks, feels and performs just like regular social media. We apply artificial intelligence to analyse their picture and word content. So while we play, we moderate their content and we feed back to them on a 3 strikes and you're out basis. On the 3rd strike, a child is removed to watch a brief animated educational tutorial related to their action before being returned to the message board. And we extend that learning with 50 animated tutorials that cover every aspect of a child's digital health, safety and well-being. So we launched our research trial in term 3. It was delayed a term by COVID-19, where we had 10 schools participating with 1,000 children involved in that study. Already this term, we've doubled the number of schools on DigiSocial. So we have over 2,000 children playing on DigiSocial and learning right now. So in that trial, we're waiting for that research data to be made available. But actually, the anecdotal evidence that we've been given is powerful and it's exciting. So one of the prestigious Perth colleges who have had their girls playing on it, we had feedback last term when that big situation arose on TikTok where someone tragically streamed their suicide. And in that moment, those girls actively chose not to watch or engage with any of that content because they knew how detrimental it was going to be to their long-term mental health and well-being because they played on DigiSocial. That's one school in one term, and that should be exciting for everyone that we can get that level of change. And it says there we have our first paying customers in 2021. I forgot that, important traction, exciting. So DigiSocial is offered at $35 a child and includes their family, and it's offered as an annual school subscription. So we launched commercially here in Australia in 2021. In Australia, there's 7,500 primary schools with 700,000 Year 5 and 6 students. That gives us a total addressable market of 24.5 million. The marketplaces in the US, UK and Canada are much larger, and we plan to launch there in 2022 with channel partners. So education is a highly challenging market, and we're working closely with peak bodies to accelerate our two-market pathway. We're looking for a 5% conversion in our first year of operation, which would give us $1 million in turnover, and conservatively looking at 20% conversion in the next 4 years, which would be $4 million in annual recurring revenue. Launching in the US, UK and Canada, if we look conservatively at a 3% conversion in that marketplace, that's a $10 million turnover each year. So we're a small, experienced and hopefully growing team. I am the CEO. I've had 27 years as a therapist working at the coalface with children, families and schools in dire circumstances. My long-suffering husband, Doug, is my co-founder. He spent the same amount of time as a solution architect and even longer married to me, still going. We have a fabulous team who supports us, many of whom came along tonight, and our awesome ambassador is Maggie Dent. So since we got onto this crazy roller coaster in May 2019, we've pitched and hustled our way through a whole bunch of competitions and awards. Now, we've won most of what we've gone in for, as Derek said. It's got absolutely little to do with pitching brilliance, that is obvious. However, it's got an awful lot to do with this growing collective awareness we should all have of the urgent need to do more and better for our precious and vulnerable children in that online space. So our Plus8 experience has been exceptional and certainly a massive success factor on our journey towards commercialisation. We are better founders for our incredible mentors, our amazing investors, and this cohort who have been amazing, and I have been mum to many of them, which has been awesome. So there's over 150 of us here tonight, and I'd encourage each one of you to think about how you could join us as a growth partner in your way, because together we can save a generation of children who've been thrown onto that digital life bus simply because we've taken our hands off the wheel. So from seeking investment through to corporate social responsibility, or even introducing us to your local school, we'd love to talk to you. DigiSocial, because every child has the right to a life-changing and life-saving digital life education. Thank you.
Well done.